Hi, this is Tattoo K 1981, and today I'm going to install Fedora. So I was going to install through here, or if I already did install Fedora here, I can't remember from the last video I done. Um, but we're going to just do a nice fresh Fedora installation first, and then I can show you on the next video to do the partition of it. So, but for now, this is we're doing the Fedora, and then to install Snapd and so far, so forth. You don't need to install Snapd now because most things work these days without Snapd, but I always use Snapd. So I already have these three here ready, so I'm going to use Fedora. And I'm just going to copy this right here. So just a copy, and we'll paste it in here. And what we're going to do is, because I already have it here, but I have root startup and main, so this one's going to be called test or testing. There we go. So I'll just put that as testing, and we're going to hit next. So we'll give it a memory of 8 gigs should be plenty. We'll do four CPU cores, and we'll give it the drive, say about 140 should be good enough. 141. There we go. So now we're going to do is we're going to add in or go to settings now and change a few things. So we want to put this as 64-bit, and we're going to system, and we'll go to processor. I'm going to tick these two because I want to get AMD and then NVIDIA and so on. Move this whip down to 28. Do you want to touch nothing else? You can mess with this, but you only have the one molder, so don't need any more. That's why it's been red anyway, because it doesn't just tell you not to recommend it. And everything is set here. I could make another drive, but I don't need to. I'm just going to use this just a wee temporary drive for now. But that's everything. So we'll keep that now. So we're ready now, up and running. To start installing Fedora. Let's go. That should run smoothly. Right, so we're going to start Fedora Live. Don't need to do the testing. Doesn't need to be tested. So I'm going to stretch the screen once it comes in. Sometimes it stretches automatically, all the times I just stay in the box and I have to do it myself, which is perfectly fine. I'd rather do it myself, like I have a setting that I can use. So let's go to here, display configuration, and you can see it's on 800 by 600. So I put the 1600 by 900. And this is what it looks like. So it's a nice long enough screen. I can even put it on full screen now. Just give it a more stretch. There we go. And let's switch that back because it starts glitching. So I'd rather just keep it on this. I'll keep that there. But what I'm going to do is going to put, oh, whoops, don't want to do that. Discard. I want to put this dark mode. I don't know why I do this, but I'm just doing it anyway. 5.7 should be strong enough. Let's go back. Screen lock and set to never. Apply. Never. Custom. You might not get this if you're using battery. If you have battery and electric, this might not come up for you. So I figured that out when I was installing it for my mum. I just apply. I just tell you about the system. But we're right now to do the installation. And I'm going to bother go through the entire process on the live. Better just get it installed. And then we can do it from there. So we just wait on this now to install. There we go. If you're from United States, click United States. If from United Kingdom, select United Kingdom. And then there's India, Australia, Canada, Denmark, Ireland, New Zealand, Nigeria, Hong Kong, Philippines, and many more different types here. But I'm sticking to the United Kingdom. So here's the part now that I'm going to be doing. So we need to make a partition. And since we're going to get the OneDrive, we could just hit done and it sets automatically for you. But I like doing it this way. And then hit done. And set like this. And do delete all, clean space. I always prefer doing it like that way. You can do the root. So if you want the root, you can. You can just put in your password and then hit done. But I don't want it. I'm going to keep mine disabled. I don't want root. I want to use user. So we're going to just put in many times I've been doing this. Do you notice something different about this? Of all the installation I did with Fedora, do you notice that this seems to look different? Like, I'm not complaining, but that's the first thing I noticed about that. I'm just going to put a 0 on it. I would highly recommend it for you to go for the higher password. This just because this here's on a temporary machine, just VirtualBox, so it doesn't matter what happens because it's going to probably get uninstalled anyway. Excuse me, but excuse me. But I definitely notice something different about that. So the installation part, that's going to take a while to do. Unfortunately, I can't skip it because it's live using my virtual machine. Oh, here, doorbell. Someone's at my front door. Who's at my front door? Just give me a wee moment. Should I give my mum a call there? But hey, is it here? As soon as Sharon was at the door. Happy days. I'm glad. At least she took it in. Aye. Nah, that's after 10. That's grand. Happy days. Aye, no worries. Right, sure. See you tomorrow, sure. Right. Bye. 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 Well, that's grand. At least I know that my parcel is definitely there. I'm so happy that I got it. Yay! It's delivered. It has been delivered. Right. Let's see. What's it gonna do? Oh, fix my headset here. Let's see. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? The track. Just give me the feedback. Now you have it. Yee. And this is finished now, which is perfect timing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do finish installation. And we can just close this. And we're going to shut down. I'm not going to restart. I'm going to actually shut down the machine because it doesn't remove it. It doesn't remove the disk. We need to remove the disk, otherwise it'll go live again. It's not like Linux Mint that automatically says to press enter to remove it. It doesn't work like that in this. So we're back on my machine. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. It's down to 1 bar. Now usually it's always full too. It's just sort of bad today. So before I start this, we're just going to optional drive and untick it. Make sure it's empty. So then it installs from the actual drive itself. Now all the stuff is everything all installed on that drive, into that virtual drive. So I should just run. This is welcome to hub or grub, I should say. First time loading up this now. It's going to be in the square box again. That doesn't, that'll not come up no more. That's just for the first time. So we're just waiting now for this to finish. Or to start up. So now I'm going to put my thing up to here. Have hiccups today. So if you hear these noises, it's me having hiccups. Let's do this. Do the 5700K and screen locking, put in never and power settings. Never I forgot to do that one, but doesn't matter. At least I'll do it on this one. Byte system, and it tells you about the system. Right, next we did that, so we will want to go into system settings. Oh no, we don't need to go into that, we already did it. We'll do discover later. Make sure to put this on. And we're finished with that, and you see we got updates. Now, so we can have a look at Discover, but at the same time we want to bring this out to show you what that does. That's a terminal as well, but it's called console. Let's see if it has. If I type in Steam, does it have Snap? Add to Steam. Doesn't give you much about Steam, doesn't it? Doesn't give you much about Steam, doesn't it? What happened? What happened to Steam? So not getting much about. It's not really showing much about Steam, is it? Nope, I don't want to go on that. I want to go on games. A nice has stuff on. play on Linux. Simulation. Anyways, I don't think it's going to give you Steam. I'll go home. I'm on home. And I write down STAM Steam. Right, now it's giving me a Steam. But it does not give me anything else. So we got Steam. And then that's just the Linux Steam saying you flat pack or nothing. I figure when you do the updates, you'll get the flat pack and stuff. But here's the thing. If I use this command here, right, and I'm going to open my wee browser here, Firefox, I'm going to close this, remove all these because we don't want any of these stuff here. And let's see if that's always shown. Good. Move this. Move this. Go to extensions. Ad blocker. We're putting that in. Perfect. We'll go into settings now and change a few things in here. So we're going to do dark, home, and we'll change this to Google. Whatever browser you want to use, but I'm just going to use Google. Done. And search, give it on Google. Yep. Well, we don't really need any of these, so remove all these. I should have done this at the start. I don't use DuckDuckGo, whatever you call that program. And we're going to put district, clear data, clear everything. There we go. Take out. Don't want any of these. Restart Firefox. And there you go. It takes us right to Google. I think that's about it. Take these off. And don't touch any of those. So now it's nice and strict. So we'll put our Google right here and delete this. I'm now going to do snapd. And we'll get from here. And we're going to do Fedora and save this right here so I can always get at it if I need to. So there we go. So we can do snapd. So we have to install the programs so that they show on the folder here. So Fedora VR, and was it Snap? I think, or is it library and then Snap? Let's check and see. Library and then Snapd. But you see there's no Snapd here because we have to put it in. So by this command, so when you copy this command in, paste it in and hit enter and put 0, and now it's going to start putting these in. Oh, what's this? No, that's the first time that came up. There's an error. Just to make sure, we're going to try and do that installation again, see if we get any files that we're supposed to put in. But it seems to be okay though, because it's got all the snapds what we need, so that's all matters. And then we have to put in the keys. That's Steam, don't worry about that. No, what? I'll exit Steam. Get back into there. Whoops. My bad. I'm supposed to keep Steam on. Oh dear. I forgot that it's linked to Steam. Oh. I don't know if you can see anything, but I'm bringing Steam back on again. Oh, there's VR mode now in this. Well, that's new. Bugger. I don't know if that's going to even show now no more. Damn it. I don't know if you can see it. Is it actually offline? Just seeing if it's offline or anything. I may have to do the whole thing again. Nope, it's showing. That's good. That's good. So it's definitely showing. Even I don't see it here, but it's showing. That's still recording. No, I don't want to close it. If it still shows, what I'm seeing, that'd be great. Yep, it's showing what I'm showing. That's good. Happy days. Aye, perfect. That's grand. I just seen them. I just seen me preview there, so that's grand. So it still works even though you don't see it in the OBS, but it's still recording right here. I can't really do much to it, but yeah, that's all matters though. Let's see. Now we got that sorted. If we go now into here, we should get now snapd in here. There's the snapd folder right here, and this is what we needed. So now we have to go to snap, and then we're going to hit this wee icon right here and copy all this, and then keep us here because you'll see folders going in here, and we're going to paste it. Add now, so this is a set now for me to install Hello World. Copy, paste, and pop you in. Right, too early. I did this the last time. Don't worry, it will work. And there you go. It works. So it's downloading snapd now. Stable. And I probably showed you this from the other videos I've done. If not, this is more how you do the snapd program. So you can install any snap apps in general, and you don't have to go through all that other thing that Linux Mint had to go through. Instead of Core now, that supports the snap features. So I figured out that now Prism launcher doesn't work on snap feature, but GD launcher does work with. But on the downside is the GD launcher is not what you call the best no more. Doesn't seem to work very well anymore. Oh look, here it goes, downloading Snap Hello World. That didn't take long to download. And there you go, it's installed. So now it means now we can use snap features in this, and so we don't need to use this no more. Close that. I'm just checking my Twitch because I know this doesn't show very well. So I'm just going to check here. And it seems like it's doing fine. And it's telling me that it's closing. That's great. That's great. See, it's not showing. So it's working very well. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start still a few things I want to install on it, but we're going to check Discover, see now we can actually install Snap Steam. So let's see if that actually comes up. Oh, what am I doing? Snap. I'm writing Snap. SD. Is it going to show the snap? Yes, it does, look. You see that? But I noticed there's no flat pack. They don't do flat pack of Steam no more. But you still have Snap. So you can install Snap, or you can still Steam on Snap. You can do it from here, and I assume you can do it through the actual Snap as well. But you can do it from here if you want. And you get the latest stable too of the Steam. But it's not really called very good stars. As you can tell, it's only way down to 1 star. Not many good reviews in it. Well, that's the latest. Seems to be the latest one there, August 2025. Which it works perfect, no bugs, no problems. But everyone else from August, it says not response. Snap is bad. It's not working. It's not really that bad. Steam does not work on Linux and Bone 2. Right. No, that's 8.1, but these are 8.3, the latest ones. And you can do recent ones, so you can see recent. But not much change because this is recent. So you only get one person that'll give you the 5 stars on the latest version. So that's not very good for that. But what about this? They seem to have better views, and that's Fedora itself. And that's on 8.3 as well. But they seem to have better stars. Most recent, that's right. So there's 1 star here. It says gently can install. Runs at 50 frames per second. That's bad. Make it work on Fedora. Right. Stuck on lunch and won't show anything. Just sit here and try and do lunch. But let's see. Your issues is because you're using Steam Flatpak from FlatHub. It works in most cases. Right, okay. Oh, there's FlatHub here. FlatHub is sort of 4 stars as well. Same sort of thing. Workstation. He doesn't have any issues. So this person's using the workstation. Okay, but at least they all show. So Steam does show now. Ah, there we go. So that's Flatpak. So the Steam built-in itself, the Flatpak version, and then the Snap. And the Snap only shows when you install Snap. And what I like about Discover is it gives you the Snap features now as well. So will I trust Snap? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm risking it myself. So I'm going to do snap install steam STEAM. And what's it going to do? It goes now and starts to install Steam. So it's just has to download the Snap Core 22. So that's probably the thing it needs to support it. But you can see there's snapd folders all inside the snap folder. So now we're doing this. So I could just do it from here, but as I say, I use the terminal or console, but still terminal. And now it's going to install Steam. I don't know what that means. There's just 216. Is that how many files is inside that? And see, we did the DNF or APT. It'll usually come up like a bunch of files like this by numbers or by letters, or depends. And then the FLAC pack one gives you numbers from 1 to 22 or 1 to 60 odds, and you have to install them one at a time. And or else you use the Discover, and you can just and you can install them all in the one go if you want. But in the Snap, it does it like this. Just stays in the one thing and then just goes all the way across and then all the way across again. But at least you can, at least it installs a whole lot, and it's stable too. So to install the Prism launcher, I'm going to use the Flatpak edition to install the launcher. But you can see the Snap is working anyway. But I'm not going to do from as in I'm not going to install everything from Snap, and just give me an example that Snap does work. Maybe a lot of ones don't agree to install Snap Steam because there's not many good views in it. There's not many good views too on if you still Steam in general, because in Linux Steam is just not there yet. And frames per second is only 50. That's bad. That's really bad. And there you go. It's installed. And it's installed the latest version of it too. Right. Time now to do the big update. Now this is going to take a while for this big update to do. So we're going to do, but the way this one works, you don't have to do update and then upgrade and so on. You just do upgrade and it will do the update and the upgrade. So you don't have to do update and upgrade because it'll do it anyway if you do upgrade. So we're going to do DNF upgrade and start. Yes. Look at my packages. So it's going to take away. And it's going to be released by 5 gigs. And then bonds by 2 gigs, but then it has to install up to 5 gigs and then removes it afterwards. So it's quite a lot of files. So very patient, you have to wait for this. If you're not bother, just don't bother. Look at this. Or you can always come back later when this is done, because this will take away the install. But then again, I can just leave it there and then. But I'm just installing the update on this, which I don't even have to, but I want to. There's a lot of critical errors in it too, so I might just leave it. Close window. I'm just going to leave it because it's just a virtual machine, so no point really updating it. But that's how you install Linux, and that's how you install the game, which is not showing because I may have to restart for it to show. I just wrote team instead of Steam. See, let's just get Steam. I have to restart, but doesn't matter. But Steam is definitely installed because I can just show it here. There's Steam right here. So, anyways, this has been a short one. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn it off now because I can't even see the damn thing. But I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll do the partition part to show you the difference between the two partitions. So we'll do an installation for Fedora or Linux, one or two, and then I'm going to go over it. So I'll have to get a bigger storage for it to go over it. And then I'm going to delete the rest of these in because I have too many. But then again, I can just copy this and paste it here, or copy this and paste it here, and or even better yet, I can just remove one of these testing folders here. But then again, I have to get a bigger size, so I may have to go for it. Like that's 200 gigs in that one, but I may have to make it a wee bit bigger than that, so maybe 250 gigs. If I can make 300 gigs, so I can get 150 each, so it'll be 300 in. So it'll be 150 each storage, so that's plenty enough storage. So 300 be bigger. So I'll do that in the next time. So what I'll do is I'll install it myself by live streaming, and I'll clone another one of it and paste that there. And I'll do the Fedora version of it. Or no, you know what? I'll do a Linux Mint version of it and then try and install Fedora on the next drive. That kind of way. So, and I'm going to give Linux Mint a 300 gig storage for a reason. And then I'll do a separate drive and just give Fedora by like 160 or 70 gigs just for the test. And then when I get the individual, or when I get to Linux Mint again, then we have to try like split it into two. Then instead of having two drives, we'll keep it one drive, but split it into two. So that's why I'm keeping one of them in as 300 gigs, as the other one's only be 170 or 160. Just to show you two different partitions, how that works. So I'm doing that on its own itself. So now I'll do that hopefully probably next week or maybe this week. I'll hopefully see what I'm doing first, but hopefully I'll get here and then do it. I may able to do it tomorrow, and fingers crossed. But I'm trying. I'll just do my best to get there. But anyways, we're going to shut down now Fedora. We're shut this down. You seen snapd. I don't want to go through all of this because it'll take too long. And this is on a virtual machine, so I'm going to delete this anyway. So there's no point. So I'm going to delete this now. Delete all files. I keep these free here because I just want to use these as the main machine, as these two are just testing machines. So I kept this one here because this one has two separate drives. They test out. That was just all for test. So I'm going to remove this as well. So I'm going to install Linux Mint again, but I'll do it off stream. So I'll get everything set up, so you don't have to go through all that again, that kind of way. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, sorry I repeated that, but have a good one, and I'll get this started probably tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, it'll be next week, or maybe a couple of days time. I don't know. But when you see me live stream, just have a look, and you might enjoy this one because this one I'm going to talk about partitions, and I already have the program, everything all installed, so you don't have to worry go through all the installation. Only the difference is if you want, we have to install Fedora onto the second drive just to show you the difference. But then again, I don't have to actually install it. I'm just going to give you an example what it would be like if you did install it. But I might install it because we need to see. I'll have to show you more example of it, so I will install it. But I'm not going to do any installation or nothing like that in it. Just to keep it basic. I will install the Fedora onto the second drive separate like this on the VirtualBox. They show you the difference between if you want to install it through two drives or on the one drive and split it. But I'll do that for the next thing. So I will explain it more. So yeah, so have a good one. Bye bye.